Before we cook, let's talk about the roots. Literally. Gyshal greens may look like simple leafy vegetables, but in the Final Fantasy universe, they come in many different forms, from what seems to be carrots, turnips, cabbage, and even lettuce. First introduced in Final Fantasy II as an item in the Gyshal village, these greens quickly became the go-to treat for chocobos, the series' iconic bird companions. Feed one to a chocobo, and suddenly you're no longer walking across the sprawling overworld, you're riding in style. Over time, Gyshal greens evolved from a gameplay mechanic to a beloved symbol of travel, trust, and the unspoken bond between you and your feathered friend. In-world, these greens are said to grow best in temperate, mountainous regions, often farmed by small villages like Gyshal or Moogle-inhabited areas. Their slightly bitter, peppery flavor may not win culinary awards, but they're high in nutrients, and are absolutely irresistible to chocobos. In Final Fantasy XIV, Gyshal greens become an essential part of the chocobo companion system, letting players summon and fight alongside their mount. In Final Fantasy XV, they show up at camps and vendors as a nod to the series' deep roots. But today, we're imagining what Gyshal greens might taste like if you could pick them up fresh, earthy, rustic, and maybe a little wild. So we're making a simple, hearty soup anyone can cook, inspired by these iconic greens and the comfort they brought to the players for decades. The ingredients we're using here are 2 leeks, a small head of cabbage, 2 stalks of celery, 1 pound of red potatoes, 3 carrots, 2 sprigs of rosemary, some thyme, some parsley, 2 bay leaves, and I forgot to put this in a video, but we need to have kielbasa. We're using turkey sausage here. You want to prep your vegetables. It's always best to peel your carrots. That way you can get all the dirt and stuff off after you wash them. I always peel my carrots. So once we get our carrots peeled, we're going to cut these into bite-sized pieces. I'll slice them in half and then just kind of rough chop them. Then we're going to do the same thing to our celery. We want to cut these into bite-sized pieces. You kind of want to have everything be about the same size so it all fits on your spoon. So about 1/2 inch or so on the carrots and celery. Then we have one of our main ingredients, the leek. This is actually in the onion family, so this will kind of be a milder onion flavor. You do not want to use any of this green part here, so we're going to cut that off, and we're going to cut off the root. Then you want to slice these in half. Then you want to go wash them to get all the dirt and stuff. These are root vegetables, so there will be dirt in between the layers here, so make sure you go wash these real quick. Then again, we're just going to thinly slice these and throw these in a bowl with the carrots and with the celery. Now onto our next ingredient. I'm only going to use about half of this cabbage here. So we're going to cut this down. I'm going to slice it again into about 1/2 inch slices, turn it, and then slice it again another about 1/2 inch slices as well. Put this in a separate bowl, and then we're going to work on our garlic. I use 2 garlic cloves. You can use garlic to your heart's content. Use more if you want, use less. It's just up to you. I'm going with 2 or 3 here, and I'm just going to rough chop these because I don't mind to have garlic bits. If you don't like garlic too much, cut them smaller, or even use garlic if you want. None of that's a thing. I think it's called Spice World. Now we are going to roughly chop up our potatoes. Again, everything here is about 1/2 inch thick, so just kind of eyeball it. Nothing crazy, just chop potatoes in the bite-sized pieces. Now we're going to get our Dutch oven preheated and throw in just a touch of olive oil, and then we're going to put in our sausage that I forgot to put in the beginning of the video. So here's your sausage. Use whatever sausage you want. I'm going to use turkey sausage here because it is lower in calories and higher in protein. We're going to cook that up till it gets nice and brown. Then we're going to add in the carrots, the leek, and the celery. Then we're going to cook this down until it gets wilted, about 5 or 6 minutes. Once that's wilted, we throw in our cabbage. We're going to cook this again for about 2 or 3 more minutes. Let all the flavors combine with the carrots and the celery and the garlic and all that stuff. Then we're going to toss in 6 cups of vegetable broth. I have low sodium vegetable broth here, so stir that together and let all the ingredients become best friends. And then we're going to toss in our potatoes and our fresh herbs, the parsley, the thyme, the bay leaves, and the 2 sprigs of rosemary. Make sure those are submerged in the broth, and then we're going to add in our sausage back to it, cover, and bring this to a simmer and let cook for about 15 or 20 minutes or so until the potatoes are fork tender. You don't want to overcook it because you have the carrots in there. They will get mushy along with the celery. Now we can plate. Grab yourself a spoon and just be impatient. As you can see, this is still scalding hot, and I'm going to eat it. It's cozy, it's rich, and it's even kind of magical. This cabbage gives it that wild green taste. The potatoes make it hearty. The leek gives it that slight onion flavor, and it's not too overpowering. This feels like a dish a traveling summoner might eat on the road to Xanarkand. What do you think? You think Yuna would like this? If you have any recommendations on food or Final Fantasies you'd like to see recreated in the dish form, by all means, leave a comment down below. With that being said, be sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.